In this video, I'm going to show you how to relieve nerve pain in your feet in a very easy to follow step-by-step guide. Stay tuned. Hey everyone, Dr. Rowe coming to you from SpineCare in St. Joseph, Michigan. In this video, we're going to go over easy exercises that can give both quick and long-lasting relief for nerve pain in the feet. And to make it easy, I'm going to break the video up into a three-part step-by-step guide. In the first part, we're going to focus on improving blood flow and circulation into the feet and the toes to get quick relief. In the second part, we're going to build off of that by doing a mobility exercise that's going to help stimulate the muscles and the nerves. Last, we're then going to focus on strengthening the muscles for long-lasting relief. I know nobody wants to hear this, but it's one of those videos that you need to do all of the exercises to get the best results. So with that being said, let's get started. So if you're dealing with a lot of nerve pain in your feet right now, I would start off by doing a self-massage into the area. Massage is really good for helping to improve blood flow, circulation, and also helping to desensitize the area. For this one, we can use a couple different things. The first being something soft and round like a tennis ball, but if you would like to take this one to the next level, I would recommend getting what is called a peanut massage tool. Looks like a peanut, has a little bit of a groove in the middle, has these little knobs on it too that just helps you dig in there a little bit better. If you would like to get one online, I will leave a link in this video's comments section and description. This thing is wonderful. I'll show you here in a minute why this just works really well. So let's start seated and take whatever we're going to use. I'll start by using the tennis ball and just place the tennis ball right underneath your toes. You want to curl your toes into the tennis ball as much as you can, almost like you're going to grab it and pick the ball up. What we're focusing on doing is activating the muscles in the foot to drive blood flow down towards the tips. Hold this for a brief second, relax, and then repeat this 10 to 15 times. And with each repetition, try to build into it just a little bit more. Next, what we're going to do is focus a little bit lower in the ball of the foot. So this time around, put the ball over the ball of the foot and gently press your foot into it where it's going to be a comfortable self-massage. And then from there, you're just going to explore the whole area. Go side to side. You can go forward and backwards, circular motions. What I would do is try to put in as many different movements with your foot as possible to help find that one spot that just feels really tight, tender, and achy. That could be a spot of inflammation that we really want to focus on a little bit more to dig that out, because you can get a lot of pain relief. So after that whole spot is nice and loose, we're going to work down towards the middle part of the foot. We're also going to go off to the side and then also over the arch. It's really important that we focus over the arch, so dig in there as much as we can and then work your way down towards the heel and repeat. So why the peanut massage tool works just a little bit better is because it's larger, so you'll be able to do this much more quickly, but it also has that groove in there, so you can just really dig off to the side and also over the arch. And if you have one of these and have ever used it, you know that this feels absolutely amazing. I also like to do this over the heel, working into the Achilles also, and just exploring that whole area. So afterwards, what we're going to do is now focus on the top of the foot. So just grab the ball right here, or the peanut tool, start over the toes, work over the top, off to the sides right here, over the ankle and heel, but I would also target the calf muscles. This is all interconnected, so we want to make sure that we have everything nice and loose and we're driving circulation down to our toes. So after we're done with one side, what we're going to do is then switch to the other side and repeat. But go through all of these movements and try to find that one spot that just needs a little bit more attention. So after we have everything loosened up with our self-massage, we're now going to focus on stimulating the nerves and the muscles with a really good mobility exercise. You can do this one throughout the day anytime that you need quick relief. Again, we're going to start seated. Have your legs roughly about hip width apart. Just have everything nice and relaxed to begin with. I'm going to do what is called a heel-toe raiser, but I'm going to show you how to take this one to the next level. So let's start off by doing a heel raiser. Take the ball of your feet, press it down into the floor, and focus on curling your toes also into the floor. At this point, you should feel a gentle activation of the muscles throughout the foot. From there, we're just going to lift our heels upward towards the ceiling as much as we can until we feel a really good activation of the muscles in the calves. What I would do is hold this for a second or two and then relax, and then repeat this about 5 times. Just focus on getting everything warmed up before we take it to the next level. But after it does feel like it's warmed up, what you can do is add in a windshield wiper movement. So just like a windshield wiper, you're going to move your heels towards one side as much as you can. This will hit the muscles throughout the legs and the feet just a little bit differently. Hold that for a brief second and then switch towards the other side. I like to do this roughly about 5 times in both directions and then just relax. Now we're going to do the toe raiser. Pretty much the same. We're just going to instead press our heels into the floor, lift our toes up, and really focus on trying to flare your toes out as much as possible, again until you feel a really good activation of those muscles in the feet. From here, you're just going to do that windshield wiper 5 times in both directions. But repeat this whole cycle over and over again for about 3 to 5 complete times, again in both directions. But if it feels like it's helping out, or one movement just seems to help out a little bit more, you can throw in as many repetitions as you like. So afterwards, what we want to do is throw in some more movements to get better results. So we're going to do what are called ABCs. So you're just going to straighten one leg out in front of you until you feel the muscles, especially right up here above the knee into the quadriceps, start to fire. So you're just going to hold that position and then write the alphabet with your foot. Really focus on trying to move through your ankle, activate that ankle as much as possible, but also move with your toes. Engage as many muscles as possible. So you can do the ABCs, you can write your name, you can do shapes right here, circles, anything that you can think of. The goal is to activate as many muscles as possible, and maybe find one movement, like when I write the B right here, that is just addressing a lot of tightness, achiness. Maybe it's really helping to relieve pain. At that point, you want to just throw in as many repetitions as possible until it feels like it's nice and loose. And remember, whatever you do on one side, always do on the other to keep everything in balance. In the last part, and I definitely think that this one is the most important, we're going to focus on stimulating the nerves just a little bit more through strengthening exercises. Strong muscles are always a good bet. For this one, let's start by targeting our feet, ankles, and our calves, and then working our way up towards the legs. We're going to focus on everything. So grab the chair that we've been using, and if you have been using a chair with wheels, I would grab one without wheels. We don't want to slip with this one. If you don't have a chair without wheels, you can do this next to a wall. But just start facing that chair. Put your hands right on top. Your legs and feet are going to be roughly hip width apart. So to target the calves, we're going to do what is called a calf raiser. Very straightforward. We're just going to place all of our body weight onto the balls of our feet and then lift our heels upward towards the ceiling as much as we can until we feel a really good but comfortable activation of the calves. You want to hold this for 5 seconds, and then from there you're going to slowly lower your body weight. So resist against it. You're going to notice it hits the muscles just a little bit differently. So we're going to fight our body weight going up and then also down. Try to do this for about 10 to 15 repetitions, and with each repetition, challenge yourself to build into it just a little bit slower. So to take the calf raiser to the next level and add in some more movements, you can do what is called an eccentric calf raiser. It's pretty much the same thing, but instead what we're going to do is, instead of going straight up, go off to one side. So tilt your body weight just a little bit towards your right. Again, you'll just notice it hits the muscles a little bit differently. Try that towards the left. You can also do circular motions like this, but remember, slowly go up and then also slowly come back down. Go through as many different movements as possible. If you find that one just feels really weak or it's just really helping you out, you can throw more repetitions in at that point. So next, let's focus a little bit more into the glutes and the legs with the squat. The squat is one of the best exercises that you can do for lower body strength, probably the best. I know a lot of people get nervous about the squat, but here's a really easy way to be able to do it. So we're going to do a chair-assisted squat. Stand right in front of the chair right here, and what you want to do is have your heels roughly hip width apart and place all of your body weight onto your heels during this exercise. And then from there, you're going to slightly point your toes out, roughly about 5 to 10 degrees. This will help take tension off the knees. Grab the top of the chair for support. We want to brace our core muscles or tighten them. So imagine somebody trying to poke you in your stomach, how you brace or tighten your core. Mimic that during this exercise and hold it. It will help protect the back or the spine. And we're also going to squeeze the glutes right here to engage them. From here, you're going to keep your back nice and straight. You're just going to bend your knees and squat your bottom down and away from the chair until you feel a really good activation into the glutes, into the legs, all the way down to the feet. The further you go down, the harder this will be, so challenge yourself. When you can't go any further, you're going to hold this for about 3 to 5 seconds, and then you're going to come back up. But repeat this over and over again for about 10 repetitions. And with each repetition, challenge yourself to go down just a little bit more. Afterwards, see how you feel. If it feels like you have a little bit more energy, you can always throw in another set or 2. So here's a really good strengthening exercise that can give both quick and long-lasting relief for nerve pain in the feet. Great part is you can do this one right in bed. What we're going to need is an object to grip into. So a towel will work, pillowcase, you can even use the sheets on your bed. You're just going to place it right at the edge of the bed and then place your foot over it. But make sure that your heel is off, so only the ball of the feet and the toes are going to be gripping into it. So just kind of like a claw right here, what you're going to do is curl your toes downward into that object. You're going to grip into it, pinch it, and then lift it up while gently pressing your heel into the bed. You're going to feel pretty much all of the muscles from the toes into the foot towards the heel and ankle start to fire. Hold that comfortably for about a second or 2, and then just repeat this over and over again for about 10 to 15 repetitions. And with each repetition, challenge yourself to just lift that up just a little bit more. Afterwards, see how you feel. If you feel like you have a little bit more energy, you can always throw in another set or 2. But here's how to take this one to the next level. Instead of going straight with it, turn your foot inward a little bit and then repeat. You're going to notice it targets the muscles just a little bit differently. So go towards the left, also towards the right. If you find any of those movements just feel very weak, or maybe it's just helping you out a little bit more, at that point I would throw more repetitions in. And just remember, whatever you do on one side, to switch to the other foot and repeat to keep everything in balance. If the exercises help, please support the channel by giving this video a like and maybe subscribing too. If you have any comments or questions, please leave them below. I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Thanks for watching.